Welcome back to the Nadeem X channel. I'm your host Hassan Nadeem, and we got some crazy trippy videos to react to today, honestly. So I suggest you guys get your popcorn, get your chips, get your soda, get your tea if you're a little healthy, you know, and let's get straight into the video. Let's go.
What kind of shirt is that, bro? Something's up.
Yeah, the thing is with Kai recently, people are saying he got cloned. People are saying he's having an initiation phase. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been hanging around, I think, Pharrell, Jaden Smith. Like, dang, you know? Like, and he quit streaming recently, so we gotta see.
I don't know. Why does he look so lost? Like he doesn't even know where to go, guys. Something is up with Kai Cenat, bro. For real. Not only that, guys, he met up with Pharrell. You know what this means. They've been warming them up before the main event. Shh. Shut up. That's right. He met up with Drizzy Drake. Who's this?
BTS.
Huh? Who is this right here? That's the main question. And Kai smiling? I don't know about this because ain't nothing funny. Look at him right here, guys, holding his journal, watching his back. Who is he looking out for?
Just looking, bro. Let him look.
Shh, don't say it. It was all good a few months ago when he was doing Streaming University, guys. What has happened to Kai Cenat, bro? What in the world is this about?
That's crazy.
Look at Lil Yachty's hand. Huh? Everybody's dressed up except Kai. Why does he have on a towel? What the? To be honest with you, nothing's going on because this video is for entertainment.
This guy is sometimes extra, but
and Kai is just networking, doing what he
you get the right
does.
clips though.
At this point, I don't know anything, guys. Let me know what's going on with him. I'm out.
Have you ever heard the conspiracy theory that some of your favorite artists are actually imposters with no real vocal talent and that their voices are secretly recorded by other famous artists?
Yes, I have.
Because honestly,
I have. I don't know if you guys, this is actually like a, like I've seen this conspiracy so many times. I'm sure you guys have that. Like if the Post Malone and Justin Bieber thing, it's like when you speed up Justin Bieber's vocals, it literally sounds like Post Malone, which is crazy, you know. And when I heard that, I was like, it could be believable because of how crazy the comparison is, you know. But I'm gonna show you guys. I think he might show the clip, but we'll see.
I too. Nicki Minaj sounds exactly like Jay-Z if you slow her songs down.
Yo, I never fuck Wayne, I never fuck Drake.
All my life being fuck sake. If I did it, I'm Minaj with him.
Let him eat my ass like a cupcake.
And you
Okay,
really
guys. Okay. That was a little too scary. Just to hear that, like that slowdown of Nicki Minaj's vocals and it's sounding like Jay-Z. Bro, you can literally play that version of a slowed down Anaconda to someone who doesn't barely know Nicki Minaj like that, and they would be like, that's Jay-Z. You know what I mean? But that's scary work. That's scary work.
need to listen to her singing Anaconda. It straight up sounds like Jay-Z. The music industry would do absolutely anything to make money, especially if this is true. The theory says that once they find an artist with a profitable voice and tone, they simply pitch it up or down and give that voice to someone with a better.
You guys hear that?
Jay-Z record for each other, since they're both New York rappers with the same accent. And Adele records for Sam Smith, since they're both British singers with the same vocal style. Of course, no artist has ever admitted to this. They all claim they record their own vocals. But you have to hear the craziest example of all, Adele and Sam Smith. The similarity is way too disturbing. But before I play it, make sure you follow, so you don't miss the strangest things about each of these celebrities.
Still hear Adele? I don't know. I don't listen to Sam Smith that
Brian
much.
is the famous artist, and we always make fun of each other and portray each other in silly, satirical ways.
Theo, as you know, is the latest, hottest, hunkiest teen idol there is.
Yeah.
Did that man, that grown man just called a 13, 14-year-old a hunky? Sexiest man? Yo, kid, chill. Chill, first off. Even in the beginning of that clip, if you saw that boy, he was putting his hands on him, on his like buttons and stuff on his shirt. Yo, come on. Now, if you guys like fast forward, if you guys go back like 10 seconds and pay attention how Leo's hand was on that guy's like shirt, bro. Weird. Okay, let's see. We know that these guys are up to something.
Just kiss me on the lips.
What?
No, but
Everywhere that we go.
listen, I'm not gonna
act different, huh?
Okay, we all know this.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
So how you been, man? I've been seeing you so long. How much did we drink?
Two men from that set began sexually abusing me.
Wow.
I thought a lot about that. I thought a lot about how these predators have some sort of sixth sense for
that's sad.
Vulnerable kids.
How do you even build a child molesting robot?
What you do is you start by building a regular robot, then you molest it and hope that it continues the cycle.
Wow. Even the Rock. You know, The Rock is so big now. And I don't know if you guys saw the last video. There was like a clip of him, I think, saying that he sold his soul and stuff like that. And there was another theory that he only had 20 years of success and 3 years are remaining type thing. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if The Rock is doing some weird stuff to get where he is now, you know? Anyways.
The cycle.
What?
I'm the perfect woman for Hugh and Hefner, so other than the fact that my IQ is probably a little higher than he would like, I have nothing to worry about.
What is she talking about? And why would she say such a thing? She said it. I didn't say it. You just heard it. She says she was raised in a CL lab. Why would she say such a thing? You want to know why, guys? Because these are actors in the entertainment business, just like this video. It's for entertainment purposes only, and people just be saying things and playing around and making you think they're doing things or something happened that didn't happen. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game around here, guys. You know what it is. Shh. Shut up. She told you, bro. Question is, what lab was this? Could it have been Dexter's laboratory?
Dexter.
Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game around here, guys. You see what it is. Shh. Shut up! But I tell you one thing. If I ever meet a chick and she tells me, oh, I'm never going to be jealous of you because I was born in a lab, is that right?
That's crazy. That's crazy. You know, and if you guys watched the last video, there was this news, there was this clip and there was like something that was playing on the news or something, and there was this cloning facility and they were talking about how they raise up stars, or how they create stars. And that was crazy to me. That was probably like 1990s, early 2000s, you know. Man, if you guys find that news video, man, it'll make you rethink a lot of things.
Oh, you put that thing on the woo!
You think Diddy was the villain? Okay, he is, but he's still less dangerous than these two. Diddy was born on November 4th, Jay-Z was born on December 4th, and Beyonce was born on September 4th. That alone is already strange, even if you want to call them coincidences. But then you have Jay-Z releasing an album literally called 444, almost like he was trying to signal that all three of them are connected without ever actually saying it. But the most important person in this whole strange story is this guy, J. Cole. He dropped a song where, according to fans, he subtly disses Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Diddy all at once. Listen very carefully to the lyrics. because in the lines you just heard, there's an extra hidden message. He keeps repeating she knows, but a lot of people hear it as Sean knows. And we know Jay-Z's real name is Sean, and Diddy's real name is Sean. On top of that, Beyonce's last name is Knowles. Yeah, it's not spelled the same, but in music, pronunciation matters more than spelling, especially when you know J. Cole is known for being an extremely technical lyricist. I don't know if people are overanalyzing the hidden messages, but I don't think the connections are fake. Now it's on you to tell me. Do you also think Jay-Z and Beyonce play a special role behind the scenes with other artists, or do you think all of this is just coincidence?
What is happening in the world of show business, and why does everyone look so different? People have
Nah, that's crazy work. Why do they look like that? Like, if you saw that at like a red carpet, or if you went in person or something, and you seen those people, bro, you would think instant alien. That's an alien. That someone's wearing a mask or something like that. No, that's crazy. That's probably edited, but...
Cynthia Erivo's hands, the way they look now, the shape, the texture. Many say it doesn't look normal anymore. Then there's Jenna, her face, her expressions, the way she moves. Something feels off, as if her appearance has been altered. And it
she looks completely different.
The annual situation raised even more questions. His behavior, his look, the drastic change. Jenna herself.
Yeah, she looked more demonic. That's what's going on. There, she looked more human. Here, she looks more demonic. Guys, the industry. The industry.
That people are now saying it looks like an entirely different person. Then there's Ariana Grande. Look closely. This isn't just uncomfortable. It's disturbing.
It is.
Side-by-side comparisons from different years show changes that go far beyond weight loss or makeup. Bone structure, skin, eyes, things that shouldn't change this way. Some say it's illness. Others say stress. But there are theories that go much darker. Theories about replacements, about cloning, about something being done behind the scenes in the entertainment industry. Patterns that keep repeating across different celebrities. All of these cases are connected by one thing: none of them feel natural. Once you start noticing it, you can't stop seeing it everywhere. What do you think is really happening to these celebrities? Subscribe, or we'll never see each other again.
Listen to the warning God gave this police officer who died and was sent back to life to tell us.
My spirit.
Before we get started the video, I love near-death experiences. I was reading this book and I'm almost done it. It's by John Burke. Love John Burke. It's about near-death experiences, and he does I think he interviewed almost 1,000 people. Near-death experiences are awesome. It's just the number one thing that kind of rubs me the wrong way. So you don't know if it's the truth or not. Like, I like watching videos that maybe if they have a proof, like a medical record of them going to the hospital or something, then I'm like, okay, you know. But yeah, near-death experiences are awesome.
In a nanosecond, I began to traverse across the universe and the galaxy in a way that I have no words for. I went through a tunnel of light. The tunnel itself even seemed to be living. There seemed to be life within the tunnel itself. And I went through and saw this beautiful tunnel of light. And I was a police officer. I knew what it was like to go fast, but I had nothing to compare this to. And immediately after I came out of the tunnel, I was standing in the presence of Jesus. Now, I could not look upon him to see his face. I could see the outline, but the glory was too strong. So I was immediately in the presence of the Lord, and I heard his voice, and what he said shocked me. He said this: my church does not really believe that I'm coming back soon. I was stood there in stunned silence. He said it again with even more passion and more volume. My church does not really believe that I'm coming back soon. And I just stood there. I couldn't believe it. Once again, I heard him. My church does not really believe that I'm coming back soon. And I was somewhat like in the fetal position, but at that point, Janie, I arose as best I could and leave it to me to do this. But I lifted up my hand. I was like a school child trying to get the Lord's attention. And I'm like, Lord, yes, we do believe you're coming back soon. We sing about it. We preach about it. We pray about it. We study about it. Lord, we do believe that you're coming back soon. And he said, My church does not believe I'm coming back soon, for if they did, they would not be living as they are. And then he pointed his finger to me, not in a mean way, but he wanted to get my attention. He said, now go back and tell the things that you've heard. And when he said that, I began to just feel different, like something was about to change. And I didn't know this, but I was about ready to come back into my body. He said, go back and tell the things that you've heard. And then he said this, and know that your message will not be received. And this is kind of comical, but it's also typical me. The last thing that I said before I slipped back into my body when the Lord said, know that your message will not be received, I remember saying, great. And immediately I was back in my body. From that point on, Janie, I was 3 weeks on life support,
glory to God.
On a respirator. While I was at the University
That's
of Virginia,
powerful.
waiting, to learn how to walk and talk and swallow again, I had a second powerful encounter with the Lord. The Lord knows how to speak to each one of us that it will make sense. I'm a huge football fan, and that'll make sense in just a minute. First or second night there, I was in the room, and I looked in the room, and there was like this oval-shaped light. And I looked at this light. I was fascinated by it. And it began to get bigger and bigger and bigger until all of a sudden this light absolutely engulfed and enveloped the entire room. And it's like all of a sudden I wasn't even there. I saw myself. I was standing at this football stadium, Janie. It was completely dark. And there was no one there. But I looked at the football field, and the football was on the 2-yard line. And I looked at the scoreboard, and the scoreboard said 2:13. And then that same voice of the Lord spoke to me again. And here's what he said. He knew that I would understand. He said, my church should be living as though this is the 2-minute warning. The referee is about to blow the whistle, and the game is about to be over. So you do all that you can to march down that field, score as many points as you can, because the official is about to blow the whistle. A few hours later, the nurses had come to the hospital room to get me dressed, to get me I was in a wheelchair. I couldn't walk at the time. They put me in a wheelchair, and they pushed me over close to the window. I was sitting there, and there was a knock at the door. And I said, come in. And there were 2 ladies, and one was named Aileen. I'm still friends with her today. And she come in, and they had their nurse garb on. And all of a sudden she said something extremely unusual and out of character. She said, Mr. Breeden, she said, can I ask you a personal question? And I said, sure. She said, would you consider yourself a man of faith? And I said, yes. I said, I certainly haven't always lived it. And I've made a lot of mistakes. And this has been part of that. The reason I'm here. But yes, I'm a Christian. I love Jesus. I'm born again. I'm kind of on my way back right now. Why would you ask me that? You have to give me a second.
Wow.
She said, Mr. Breeden, I don't know you and you don't know me. She said, but I was not intending to see you this morning. She said, but I was walking by your room. She said, I'm a believer as well. I'm a follower of Jesus. She said, I was on my way to see someone else. And she said, as I went to pass by your room, she said, before I say that, she said, does the number 2 mean anything to you? I said, why would you ask that? She said, I'll tell you why I would ask you. She said, because as I was getting ready to pass by your room, almost in the spirit, I could see on your door, superimposed on your door supernaturally, I saw the number 2. She said, I knew it was the Lord, and I didn't understand it. And she said, Lord, what are you showing me? She said, Lord spoke to her and said, go in and ask that man if he knows what the number 2 means. And he'll know exactly what you're saying. Keep in mind, only a few hours earlier, the Lord told me that the church should be living as if this is the 2-minute warning. And so when I told her that, we both wept. We knew that God had sovereignly spoken and moved powerfully.
Wow. So glory to Yah. Glory to God. Just wanted to let everyone know that there's salvation in Yeshua. Yeshua means Jesus, by the way. There's salvation in him. Father God, our Heavenly Father sent his only Son for us so we can put our trust in him, so we can have salvation and that we can have true peace in our lives, you know. Even just before I came to the faith, I just wanted to mention this, I want to be vulnerable, that I was extremely drug addicted, you know, and this one day I literally just got on my knees and I started praying, and I was asking Yeshua to deliver me from this addiction, and literally the same day he delivered me from that addiction. And ever since that day, like I didn't have temptations, you know. There's times like I didn't have temptations, but the temptations would come after a few months and I would fall, then I would go through the same process again, until that I was serious about like trying to change, and I was broken down like crazy. And if you feel like you're in that position in your life, you know, just give it to Yeshua, give it to Jesus, because he is waiting for you, you know, and he's a real God that loves you and cares for you. So I want to mention that, you know, because it's really important to have a foundation of trust and a higher power and God, you know, and the one who created you and wanted a relationship with you. So yeah, just wanted to say that and mention that he's always going to be there for you. He's always waiting for you. You know, you just got to open that door. He's been knocking.
Through the Epstein files, and it literally says they are killing kids, white kids, eating them, and having sex with the
What
dead
an
bodies.
interesting transition.
I don't think you hear me. They're killing the kids, eating the kids, having sex with the kids' dead bodies.
Wow.
And y'all still talking about that's your president.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I believe that though. I believe that because there's so many depictions of like ancient gods and people delivering their babies to these gods, and these gods eating these babies. You know, they're actually fallen angels, but that's a different subject. But it's been depicted for a long time, you know, and I wouldn't be surprised if these gods are telling humans to do the same thing to be immortal or to look younger or to be rich, you know, or they're not even human. They're probably just reptiles, you know, but crazy.
I don't know what else to say or what else to, like, literally, the kids that's on the Walmart missing list are the kids that they're taking. Yeah, it's all together. The kids that's on the Walmart missing list are the kids that they're taking and killing and having sex with the bodies with.
That's disgusting, man. That's disgusting, bro.
And the more fortunate ones, they send those to Israel. Yeah.
That's dark,
how they
bro.
become the number
That's
one
dark
exporter of human organs. Yeah, because they're not killing the Jews over there. They're killing the immigrants that come over there. You do with that information.
This is Erica Kirk. Another Erica Kirk. Same exact name, same exact spelling, both political
Bro,
wives.
they look alike.
Both
What the
married
heck?
to outspoken Republicans. Current Erica is nicknamed Miss Arizona, and the first Erica was nicknamed Madam X. People called the first Erica Kirk Madam X because they say she just kind of showed up out of nowhere. Both have striking blue eyes and blonde hair. They even do their eyeliner the same, and personally, I think they have the same
They
face
do.
structure.
I was about
The
to
first
say
Erica
that.
Kirk passed away now, but was from Palm Beach County, Florida, which raises another huge red flag. If you've been following my videos, you know why. I don't want to tell you guys what to think. I'm simply giving you the information. Do you think these are like all
Bro, that's not a coincidence. Madame X, Miss Arizona, yo, make it crazy work, bro. Like, look at the facial structure, guys. Like, that looks the same. Smile the same. The little thing here, the same. Even how they do their hair, like, it's like blonde and then it has that shade of black under. Like, yo, that's literally the same person, bro. Or it looks like exactly the same person, or they've just been here for a while.
Or is there something else going on here?
Crazy.
Okay, did you guys see what Trump just replied to Dr. Ben Carson here, who is the nutrition advisor? Here he is, National Nutrition Advisor, talking to him about this whole Milk for Healthy Kids Act. It makes me wonder, because some of this, I have to say, like, it does seem like a bit of truth mixed with lies. But check this out.
And adds millions of neurons every single day. Continues to do that right up until the mid to late 20s. Now, it's important what that brain is getting during the development. Is it getting soda or is it getting milk? So milk would help your cognitive ability? Absolutely. You can tell who's been taking cognitive tests. I've taken a lot of them. I've aced every one of them.
But even milk has sugar, you know, and you know sugar is not really good for your cognitive thinking or to have that flow state of just thoughts and speaking, you know. And yeah, even the milk that they give us in the grocery stores, man, you gotta be careful for that too, you know. Even just recently, like I would get all my meat from the grocery store, right? And I got so used to that taste, even if it's GMO, and I always lean towards it being GMO probably because it just, I don't know, it just felt weird to me. It's like that gut feeling. And recently, me and my wife, we got actual meat from a farm. You know, like her mom went out, got the meat and everything, and came back and she cooked it. And after that, I was eating it, and I was like, "Yo, this even looks more real, and it tastes more real." And my body just couldn't digest it properly. It was just kind of refusing it because I was so used to the GMO, you know, because I truly believe they don't want to label it as GMO anymore. They're just going to give it out, you know. That's the way it is. But crazy work.
I drink milk. It's good for it, and it shows.
So this bill that was just passed now puts milk back in school lunches, cafeterias, etc., up to 2% milk, whole milk. The only thing that I wish this bill was about was that and doing something more about the conditions that factory farmed milk production, you know, kind of contains. Like we're talking about animals that don't really see the light of day too much. They may be being fed genetically modified corn and soy products.
See?
They're probably drinking fluoride water. I don't know if it's, you know, they say happy cow, sad cow. There's different beefs you can buy where it's like, this is a cow that's pastured, organic. And here's a cow that has been in a barn its whole life, doesn't see the light of day, doesn't walk on grass. There's happy cow, sad cow beef. I learned that in when I was in my home economics class, which I don't know why they call it that, but anyway, it was a cooking class. But so I wish that there was like bills being passed right now about limiting or fully banning, ideally, the glyphosate that they're spraying all over the place, which is banned all over in Europe. Or the atrazine. The atrazine is the chemical that the scientist, Tyrone Hayes, or a biochemist, he put that chemical in the tanks with the African bullfrogs. And I think you know the rest of the story, what that herbicide did to their hormones and whatnot. So I wish that was a bill. Like, this is kind of a win, but if it's factory farmed milk, I wouldn't drink it, man. I don't drink factory farmed milk. This is freaking buffalo milk I'm holding right here. It's actually buffalo cream, which is A2, by the way. So I think we have to, it's like in 2016 when there was March Against Monsanto protests and some things got done. We got GMO labeling out of that. We do need to make our voices heard and say, look, we do want to know what's in our food,
Exactly,
and we should limit
yeah.
these chemicals that are banned all over the world. I mean, it is strange thinking if you're sitting down and eating a meal and I go to, you know, McDonald's, I'm eating something at McDonald's, I'm eating something that literally is not allowed in
Wow,
Russia.
yeah.
Like the genetically modified aspect of it. Remember how Putin banned GMOs? So anyway, we got to change things up, and I have full faith that we're able to do it. And I love you all, and let's eat healthy and be detoxed and be
Amen to that.
Okay, much love, everyone. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and follow for more.
So you want to see proof that you don't know what's real and you haven't for a long time? And you've been getting fooled by fake videos for far longer than you're aware of. So first I want you to look at how many views in 4 years ago. Now look up here. Watch his foot.
Yo, that boy foot just sinked into the ground. Dang. That was 4 years ago. Wow. Wow. That makes you think, guys. Like, they've been having this technology for a while, dog. Probably the government's version of AI is way, way more advanced than just the little Sora version 1, version 2 that they give us, you know? Crazy, crazy. Yeah. Look at that, bro. How does that just happen? You know, like, I'm sure throughout the whole video there may be more glitches like that, but everything just looks solid when it came to the frame and everything. So that's just weird.
So this was something that was a big deal on mainstream news,
That's
the Kyle Rittenhouse
crazy.
trial. Look at his foot. Was the Kyle Rittenhouse trial a big deal? Yes, the Kyle Rittenhouse trial was a major national and political event that captured America's attention. Like, look at this. This is the original video.
Wow.
And if you watch the rest of the video, then yeah, it looks real and believable. AI was created and perfected a long time ago. They've been using it on us for major news. And a lot of you still just can't grasp the fact that everything they're showing us currently is not real and not happening. And the saddest part about this is that most people are gonna look at something like this and be like, what do you mean? It's obviously real. Like, yeah, no shit, that's the whole point. And how do they inform the other elites in the world and the world leaders without actually telling them? Just like that.
33.
The only reason why bad AI videos exist, like videos you can clearly tell that it's AI, is to make you think that AI is still detectable. The bad AI, the stuff that we have access to, masks the real AI.
What does Vladimir Putin know
Probably
that
a
we
lot.
don't know? Because he passed a law a few years ago, which we literally passed the opposite law. And I'm going to tell you, and this should make you ask a lot of questions. Who's right and who's wrong? So get this. In our countries, in the 2010s, they banned GMO labels, which means they paid a lot of money and lobbied to make a law so that they didn't have to label food that contains genetically modified food as being GMO. In Russia, they banned GMOs.
Wow.
So we're talking the literal opposite thing. Over there, they're getting rid of them. And here, they're trying to hide them. And the craziest part is, would Ford or Dodge or Volvo or something ever hide the logo of their car? Of course not. They want to flex. They want to say, this is our car. Boom, bang, bang. We made it. We're proud of it. Monsanto wanted to hide their products from consumers. The excuse was they didn't think that the public understood the science. In other words, you literally are too foolish and too low IQ to be able to make a decision for yourself. You don't understand the science. And the science is settled. Now, I don't know about you, but when I find out the truth about GMOs and look at the other side of the story that's not promoted by the mainstream, it makes me really want to detox and to boost my DNA strands.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
If I told you that all of the continents are actually connected and you can get to Africa through the Great
Poof.
I'll do you one even better. What if ancient Egypt wasn't a place, but a frequency, and it was in America all along? TikTok, this is only for entertainment purposes and educational purposes only. Anything I state in this video is a mere coincidence. Alright, so we already know based off my previous videos that there's evidence that leads me to believe that America is really ancient Egypt and that the Grand Canyon may or may not be able to lead you straight to Africa, like she said. So many US
I've seen a few theories about that, like how the Grand Canyon. I think one of the theories I've seen about the Grand Canyon is that the redness on the rocks and the stones and stuff like that is actually from a flood, which is Noah's flood, you know. But that's kind of the only thing I've seen about the Grand Canyon. But I'm really interested in this actually.
Coincidence? Accident? Memphis is in both Egypt, Tennessee, and Missouri. Cairo is in both Egypt and Illinois. Alexandria, Virginia, Alexandria, Egypt.
What?
Thebes, Illinois. Thebes, Egypt.
Whoa. That's not a coincidence. I'm sure you guys understand that. So there's different places in Egypt that you can find in Illinois, which is crazy. Like that's insane. Yeah, that's crazy. That's not a coincidence.
I seen a lot of people saying that the Colorado River is actually the Nile River, so it got me thinking. Did you know that the Colorado River flows through the Grand Canyon? And why does National Geographic call it the American Nile?
Ooh.
It makes you wonder. Okay, so remember when I said the maps were flipped? The Nile flows forward in Africa, right? But did you know that there was an ancient Colorado River that flowed backwards in America at one point? Mirrored hemispheres, mirrored timelines. Okay, so keep up. All right, so boom. You know how they say you can get to Africa by going through the Grand Canyon, right? But what if you wasn't meant to get to Africa by going through the Grand Canyon by way of land, but by frequency match? Okay, now stay with me. By the way, TikTok, this is only for entertainment purposes only. What is the Grand Canyon mostly made of? Red quartz and crystal sandstone. Yes, the Grand Canyon contains a significant amount of quartz, a key component of the sand and sandstone and redstone. Yes, rocks and crystals like quartz store energy, but primarily in a scientific sense as stored chemical, vibrational, and potential energy due to their atomic structure and physical properties. Vibrational energy. Molecules within the rock store energy that contributes to its temperature. Potential and kinetic energy. A rock can store potential energy if it's lifted or kinetic energy if it's moving, just like any other physical object. Quartz is a piezoelectric mineral, meaning it generates electric current while under pressure or when under pressure or struck by heat, sound, or electricity.
Wow.
Okay, so the Grand Canyon is one of the most lightning-struck places in America. The Grand Canyon National Park averages 25,000 lightning strikes per year, a dangerous phenomenon.
That's crazy.
So what if this isn't just weather facts? What if it's part of the Grand Canyon's energy architecture? Every lightning strike charges the Grand Canyon like a battery. Yeah, following? Okay, so what if each strike energizes the crystal matrix beneath the surface, and then over time, it builds and stores a resonance that can only be accessed by beings aligned with that frequency? This is all entertainment purposes, by the way. Okay, so now what if the lightning activates hidden layers of information stored in the stone?
Wow.
I hope I didn't lose y'all. But have you ever heard of speaking stones?
She's going deep.
Speaking stones are not a scientific phenomenon, but a concept where rocks are used as a physical medium to carry or embody words, stories, or messages, sometimes referencing rocks that have been inscribed with text or used in installations to honor history. Mechanism. The rocks resonate at a specific frequencies when struck, creating a clear musical tone similar to a bell. Alright, so every time lightning strikes the Grand Canyon, it awakens this frequency grid. The Grand Canyon is literally a crystal battery in a Stargate.
There you go.
I'm glad I got that off my chest. And TikTok is only for entertainment purposes only, but it makes you wonder.
Wow, she did really good of connecting that. Honestly, yeah, that was a good rabbit hole.
People going missing or missing cases of people disappearing in the Grand Canyon. Yes, there have been many cases of people disappearing in the Grand Canyon, with the park holding the highest number of missing persons and fatalities among all U.S. national parks. While many missing individuals are eventually found, either alive or deceased, a portion of them vanish without a trace. So what if ancient Egypt wasn't just a place, but a frequency on the Earth's grid?
Wow.
Anybody
Yeah, I got you. The lake is breathing. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Wow, 40%, 41%. That's crazy. Yeah, right? when you start adding children into it, that's when you start waking up and being like, okay, okay, guys, take it back a notch, you know.
There's nothing to hide.
I can't tell you the country, but you don't want to miss this connection. Erica Kirk has a father who has a sister, Carla. Carla is Erica Kirk's auntie. Carla married a 71-year-old man over 30 years older than her.
Okay.
This man is Jack D. Solomon, and I think you can already guess who this all links to.
Most people wouldn't recognize if they were talking to a literal snake, exactly like Eve didn't in the garden. A lot of these celebrities struggle to not actively shapeshift when they're speaking. She's one of the most obvious ones, and nobody talks about it.
Sam seemed that both of us were in Israel at the same time. But nothing is by coincidence. 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 When God is within you.
So we have the deceptive serpent.
Yeah, her eyes are a little crazy sometimes, you know? Like sometimes I'd be seeing her talk in like some interviews. Yeah, like I don't know, she was sniffing before that.
And the Antichrist is also going to be an ancient dragon. Proverbs says the lizard you can hold in your hands is in king's palaces.
He was talking about the
This is
Pharisees,
called the
yeah.
Pharisees, broods of vipers and serpents, and says that they've created dens where snakes dwell of thieves.
Wow.
Nothing I'm going to show you is edited. You can go and slow the videos down and look at these yourself. I could see it just watching the video, but just to show you guys, look at the teeth. This woman has like a perfect like veneer type smile. Her teeth should not be doing this. And the eyes. Every single video I see of her, her eyes shift to this up and down reptilian eye constantly. Remember, this is what a snake eye looks like. So just take note of her eye color and what her eyes look like. That's weird, her eyes are yellow. I'm sorry, but if you don't see what's wrong with these, they are literally reptilian. They're up and down like almonds, and they're yellow.
Crazy.
I mean, you don't have to have sharp discernment to look at these and be like, okay, this is weird. And when you go frame by frame, the majority of them, her teeth are like razor sharp. This eye is yellow, and that one's red and like reptilian when she has bright blue eyes. What is going on with the mouth? The mouth and the eyes. A lot of times when she's speaking, she gets like these glowing type things. And yeah, I know I sound crazy, but that's the gag of it, is that you sound crazy for pointing it out, but it's very clearly happening. You guys can go and look at the footage yourself. I didn't do anything special to it. Her teeth are different in every single frame. Like, come on. If you don't see
I
this,
kind of see it.
I don't know what to tell you. Look at the teeth. Look at the eyes. Look at
Whoa,
the eyes.
yeah,
They're
I can see it
literally
clearly.
snake
See it
eyes.
there.
I mean, come on. People tend to make a metaphor out of the Genesis story because they don't believe that serpents can actually shapeshift. I think it's very literal. I think that Eve was deceived by a shape-shifting reptilian. That makes way too much sense for me to personally deny it.
If you're having a good time, be sure to tell all your friends. Hey, good band lady, can we pull over? I need to make pee-pee. I'll just go in my mouth.
What? What did she just say? Is that a kid's TV show and she said that? Look, all the kids are like... All the kids are giving that side eye like, bro, what did you just say? Even look at her face, bro. She's even realizing, what did I just say? Bro, she's weird for that. What the heck?
It gets worse. Can I ask you a really crazy question?
Better not be about kids.
Do you ever have weird thoughts about,
Bro.
I don't find this funny at all.
Whoever aired this, find them and cancel them right now, bro. We can't let people like this get away, guys. Like, what is going on?
And I'm genuinely asking,
Who was this for? This wasn't underground comedy, it was on mainstream TV. Moved, aired and laughed along with. She wasn't a nobody either. She had primetime slots, award shows, huge platforms. So who exactly was laughing at a joke like this? When this kind of language is normalised on TV, you absorb it before you can even understand it. And it's because adults are making it acceptable. I'm honestly asking, does anyone actually think this is funny? Or are we just pretending it's okay because it was on TV? Let me know your thoughts and comments down below.
Why is nobody talking about what the sphere looked like on the outside? On the inside, quite demonic. It's like you're trapped in hell. Every single one of these chains is built by a singular demon, which means everybody in this crowd is surrounded by millions of demons. I wonder how many legions are here. They are putting the truth right in front of your eyes and people aren't even paying attention. This is what people were walking into. This looks like the firmament
Yeah,
shattering.
it does.
Where's Hillary Clinton when you need her? I could only imagine what we'd be letting in if she was speaking.
that?
Literally. Anyways, what happens next I find quite interesting. The firmament breaks, it shatters, the doors of hell open, and what enters in? The fallen angels. We see a lot of the symbolism happening with hip-hop, R&B, rap, metal, rock, but not much country.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that.
Maybe that's what we get for integrating them into country, if you get what I'm saying. This concert at the Sphere had tons of demonic symbolism in it, and in fact, there were times where I literally felt like I was in an episode of Stranger Things. This part specifically being the main one. If you can find this video of the Sphere online, you guys go watch it and come back to my comment section and you tell me what you think that it's symbolizing. Stay tuned for part 2.
That's weird.
Somebody submitted a spooky story saying that they encountered the devil in
I
LA
wouldn't be
and
surprised,
they nearly sold their
honestly.
soul. I am back with another spooky story, and I don't know if you want to watch this one at night. We're gonna call the person who submitted the story Angela. Angela says that she's sending this anonymously because she doesn't want anybody connecting the dots. Just know that she came to LA for music, left when she realized that the devil may not just be a biblical figure and that he lives right here on Earth.
Yeah, that boy real, man.
Specifically, Los Angeles. Well, Angela goes on to say that people joke about selling your soul for fame. No one talks about how ordinary the first step looks. For Angela, it started with an invite. A friend of a friend told her about a small industry gathering in the hills. Nothing crazy, just networking, good views, a few producers, and a few up-and-coming artists. He says when you're chasing opportunities, you say yes. So she went. She pulls up and the house was gorgeous. The energy felt wrong. When she walks in, it seems like everybody was smiling. Their smiles looked forced. The way people were talking in the house is as though they're whispering. They're talking so low as if they didn't want to wake something up. Angela said the second she felt how she felt, she should have gone home. And then she says someone important, she's not gonna name who, recognized her from a clip she posted and called her voice rare. They got into this conversation, they're talking back and forth. Now this is someone that Angela admired. They get a drink, they're talking. Next thing Angela knows, she's being led downstairs to a private room. The person that she was talking to told her that there was a studio downstairs. He asked her if she wanted to check it out. She was like, sure. When they got downstairs, that's when everything changed. The room wasn't a studio. It was more like a lounge. She said there was red lamps, velvet seats, and one big mirror that covered the entire wall. 2 men and a woman was already inside of that room. They all looked like normal people.
I started as soon as I see the red LED lights, the red velvet couches, maybe some weird music going on. I'm looking back at those stairs and I'm going like this. Back upstairs, dog. Get me out of there.
These people have been waiting for
That's
Angela.
crazy.
So they get in the room, they ask her to sit, and they ask Angela a few questions. First question was what she wanted from music. Angela said the usual: success, stability, impact, tours. Now, Angela said that the way that these people were listening is as though they've heard this exact story like 1,000 times before. After Angela gets done, the woman leans in and says, "We can give you all of that, but nothing in this city belongs to you for free." Angela says whole time she's laughing because she thinks the lady is being metaphorical. Spoiler alert, she wasn't. She opens a small leather case, slides it across the table, and inside was a sheet of paper. Not a contract, not a deal memo, something else. Old, too old. The writing itself wasn't even in English. The paper itself had a weird smell radiating off of it. Smelled of incense and ash. She looks at the paper and told them that she didn't understand it. And now one of the men smiles and says, "You don't have to understand. You just have to sign and the city will take care of the rest." Angela, at first,
why are you gonna sign something that looks old, that's probably written in like 1,000-year-old language, and it's radiating death off it and you smell it? Why would you sign that? Why, I gotta read it first, dog, or I don't even want to read it. Get me out of here. What the heck?
Then she gets annoyed. Thought this was some weird hazing ritual. She said she wasn't signing anything without reading it first. And y'all, the woman tilted her head and said, "You already read it. You read it the moment you walked in this room. It's been waiting for you since you got off the plane." Angela gets distracted because she could have sworn she saw something flicker in the mirror. When she looks up, it wasn't a glitch. She caught a reflection that wasn't in the room. She saw from the mirror that it was a very tall figure standing way too close, watching her. When she looks around her, she sees nothing. At that point, Angela stood up immediately. Temperature drops like it's suddenly freezing cold in this room. Her throat starts to tighten up as if someone was choking her. Man says, "If you walk away, you will never know success. Because we're giving you the success right here." Angela says she pushes them back and ran up the stairs. The party upstairs was still happening like normal, like nothing just happened downstairs. When she steps outside, the whole house went quiet behind her. She says she gets home and she says that night and forward, she had the worst nightmare of being trapped in hell.
Wow.
Her life started going downhill. You will never believe how this story ends. I honestly can't believe it. If you want to hear how Angela's story ends, this is already 4 minutes long, so leave a comment for part 2. Make sure you hit the plus button for more.
Wow, that's crazy, y'all. You know, I'm pretty sure there's so many, even like your favorite celebrities, you know, have been in the same situation where they're confronted by these satanic agents, you know, to get success, you know, and to get the lifestyle they need, but it's not worth it at all. Not at all. Not at all. Sad, but you gotta get out of there, man. I'm going straight to the church. Straight to the church.
Proof that Hollywood is evil.
I just say something about that belly room also, and it brings up something, the scariest thing I've ever seen up there. One night at 2 in the morning, I was hanging out there, okay? And they go, you know, you can hang out here, but upstairs they're doing something, but you cannot go up there in the belly room. Like, it's closed. Who gives a He's like, there's something going up there. Do not go up there. But I went up there. You know the back entrance? We were up the back. I open up that back thing, right? It's pitch black in there, but I see candles, right? I swear to God, I saw this. 15 people wearing hoods and purple cloaks, okay? And they're chanting.
I rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
Right? And then, so I go back downstairs and I wait to see. They come down after the seance. You know who I saw? One of them was Lily Tomlin. Okay? The second one was...
Wouldn't be surprised. And I wouldn't be surprised that he was participating in it too, you know, because how do you know the chant, first off? Second off, you're pretty well known, my guy. You know, like things are clicking, you know, things are clicking. Crazy.
You know Bob Zamuda? And they were seancing Andy Kaufman's ghost.
Bobby is referencing none other than the infamous Comedy Store in Los Angeles, which is said to be haunted, and that's a whole different rabbit hole. He would go on later in that interview to talk about how they can hear babies crying from that same room in the middle of the night. Other people have hypothesized that there is a portal in that very same room he saw all those people in hooded cloaks. Something tells me they weren't really seancing Andy Kaufman. Wake up.
Larry, you're in the shot, Larry. Please don't put your coffee down. Would they buy
Yo, this guy, man. He's done working there, bro. He's done working. You saw the way he just put his coffee back up, you know? Wasn't floating, you know? And then he just went back on his phone. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious.
Space coaster or something?
Waving.
You guys, this is amazing. They have found life on Mars. I am not
No
even
way.
kidding. Legit life on Mars. Look.
Is that a fly?
A fly.
No way.
A fly on Mars.
Dude. That's a
send
chunky
more
fly.
there? So this astronaut's wire completely malfunctions, and they quickly cut away before anything bad happens. I'll show it again. Whoopsies. So if these are fake, and again, this is just for entertainment purposes only, someone missed a reflection in the edit.
So my question is, how can you operate a lid on the outside of the space station by manipulating something mechanical on the inside of the space station without losing air pressure?
Good question.
It's called real good engineering.
Okay, my guy.
So a tortilla, a massive tortilla. Let me know when he figures it out. So this one is uniquely interesting. The man upside down looks to be a little stuck, and if you notice, can't point as far as that, but look at his shirt. And it happens right when this guy presses a button on the wall. And then when the other guy goes by, he seems to...
What? What are you talking about? Yo, if you guys don't know what the code for pizza is, I don't even want to say on YouTube, do your research, but the only thing I'm going to say is iPhone 13 and lower. If you guys understand, if you guys watch Gideon. But that's crazy work. Baby oil on pizza. Steve Harvey, by the way, the guy who preaches sometimes about Jesus and stuff like that. Bro, they're all in it, bro. And they all use these codes that can easily get deciphered, bro. Crazy, bro. Crazy.
You taste it, you can't even hardly taste it. I had baby all around my mouth.
Imagine you had all that money and you invited all high-profile people over to your house. And all you ordered was a bit of pizza. Then everyone raves about it and they go on about how they got good pictures.
Pictures?
Of
pizza?
Sorry to disappoint, but it's one of them. If you know, you know. And if you don't, you got some learning to do. Hopefully the comment section can enlighten you.
What type of book is that?
Can't say too much.
I love some evil shit.
Some shit in that. Just saying.
Bro, try to say got like a fucking
don't leak. Don't leak.
Not leaking. It's some
Yo,
weird shit.
I would feel like that guy, he would know what a Bible, the guy with the blue shirts and blue shorts and white t-shirt, he would know what a Bible looks like and what a Quran looks like. And those are like the two main religions that we see today. I think he would know what that would look like, right? If he's and he's Aiden Ross, he's Jewish, right? And it's definitely, if it's a Talmud, he would just say it's a Talmud, you know, it's my Jewish book or whatever. But him even just saying, I can't say it, don't worry about it, there's some crazy stuff in there. He even admitted when he was with Andrew Tate in one clip that he sold his soul for 1 million Bitcoin. So, bro, I wouldn't be surprised.
Evil demonic shit. Bro, what is it?
Hey, bro, just chill. They'll see it eventually.
Why you show me on the side?
I'll tell you off stream.
Okay, pause, because something is really off about this. Nobody is talking about this book. Aiden's friend spots this instantly and tells the camera, don't leak it. Why? What kind of book is so bad that you can't even show the cover of it for a split second? But let's come back to that, because have people forgotten what these streamers have actually admitted to? Lacey publicly admitted that he's been to a red room, watched my top video. Aiden on stream literally told everyone he sold his soul. So if that's the level that they're dabbling in, what does that say about the book that is sat in his room? Let me know your thoughts and comments down below.
Little closer.
My hand. You wanna hold my hand?
This video revealed that one of the most famous women of all time, Anne Hathaway, might be the reincarnation of an old celebrity. People say that Anne Hathaway and her husband Adam might be the reincarnation of two figures who wrote history. Here is William Shakespeare, and now look at Anne's husband.
They
Look
kinda
how
look
much
a
they
little
resemble
ancient
each other.
too,
This first piece of evidence is already very suspicious, but it's far from over. Now guess what Shakespeare's wife was called? Anne Hathaway. That's an even stranger coincidence, but here's what she looked like. Now look, if I show you the two Anne Hathaways side by side, you can't tell me they don't
literally
look alike.
look alike.
It really seems
That's
like they're the
scary.
same person. But how can two people living 400 years apart look so much alike? The theory says they wanted to reincarnate in order to come back, mainly so that his wife could be famous in this life. The idea was that she could perform freely, since women weren't allowed to act in the 16th century. And when you observe Anne, you can clearly see she has an almost old-fashioned air about her.
Yeah.
She speaks and behaves like someone who might have lived several centuries ago. The piece of information that could confirm this theory is that Anne Hathaway was born exactly on the same day, down to the date, as the 400th wedding anniversary of Shakespeare and Anne. All this can't just be a simple coincidence. What do you think?
Y'all, this
What
video
is that?
crazy as fuck. This man think he witnessed the alien this day. Now, I don't know if it's an alien, but all I know is that joint ain't human, fool. The way the shorty was walking was
Followed
like
by
a
an
robot
alien.
or
Okay.
some demonic possession type shit. This man beeped the horn, beep beep. Then she turned around all slow and just looked lethargic, fool. And then I don't know what he was saying in the video because he was talking Spanish. So I need somebody to
Okay, I
translate
know Spanish,
what the hell
guys,
he
so
was
we're good,
saying.
we're good.
Y'all let me know what y'all think this shorty is down below in the comments. You think she a head? You think she a alien like he said? Or something else? Leave it down below in the comments.
What the heck? Why is she walking like that?
Watch how she turn around.
She's walking robotic. What the heck? Look at the state of that thing, brother.
What the fuck
Yeah,
is that?
literally.
Somebody explain to me. I ain't never seen no shit like that. Her face look mushed in, sunken.
What is
look
that?
black. Then she walking all weird, fool. I'm not gonna lie. Just looking at this picture right here, you probably thought this was like CJ from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Nah, y'all, I don't know. Let me know down below in the comments what y'all think shorty is.
Tucker Carlson just claimed that the United States government is making deals with demons. He stated that what we call aliens in UFO activity is actually angels and demons, and that someone in the United States government has basically made a deal with the devil. He
Wouldn't be
stated that this deal
surprised.
was made during the nuclear arms race for technology that has changed mankind forever. He stated that our knowledge of nuclear arms technology came basically to us overnight, and it wasn't humans that discovered it, but instead we traded for it. And the question shouldn't be is why they gave it to us, but what we traded in return.
Is that a rocket? What is that? An orb?
What is that? Did you see how it went through the...
Looks like a rocket.
Oh, I'm gonna get the... Where is that shit at? Where's it at? The telescope.
It's in the office. What is that? Is that rocket? But why is it so
It doesn't look... It looks littler. And it's just all on fire. You feel me? That's too much. They're doing it at night for a reason. You hear me? And you just say you saw a shooting star a second ago?
No, that was the shooting star.
That you thought?
Yeah.
And it's still going on?
It's gonna fall.
What's gonna happen?
That's actually crazy.
Just disappeared?
It just disappeared.
Probably out of here by now, babe. They don't went into a whole nother... Look,
Oh, I see.
still moving. It's still going up right now. Is that not crazy? You see it moving?
Yeah.
What the heck?
What the fuck is that?
It's hitting the firmament.
What is that?
Water's above. Remember.
Baby, am I high, bro?
No. I'm scared.
That looks like water, guys. That's what's water. That's the firmament. That's the firmament.
It looks like it's coming down.
No, that's a crazy. That's a crazy video.
Like, am
It's a
I-
crazy video.
Am I high?
That's literally hitting the firmament.
Come on. Let's go.
Wait, what is that?
I don't know, but let's go.
Wow.
That is really strong.
The bitter
buildings back then were advanced. The buildings today are trash. They was made out of limestone and copper. Today it's just concrete and glass. These buildings had crystals and energy. He's keeping your energy trapped. They charging an arm and a leg for these bosses. He must be think we just some rats in the lab. These buildings had sacred geometry. Sound vibrations was healing our body. These buildings don't hold any energy. Literally dead. We living in coffins. Bitch. These buildings had domes and finials, pulling cosmic electricity straight from the air. These buildings got flat ass tops with no creativity. Damn, they do not even care. Like damn, what?
He's
These
eating
buildings
that.
was it for real. These buildings is shit for real. Step in these and you will get healed. Step in these and you will be killed. These niggas don't care how we feel. That's why I gotta go outside now and ground. Shit is to someone so they know the deal. I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on.
Dang, that was fire. What the heck? You know, that guy ate that. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed the second video. I personally really liked it a lot. I think one of the videos that stand out to me the most was probably the Anna Hathaway one. Another one was the near-death experiences, because I love near-death experiences. But comment down below which video sticked out to you the most and why. And what was your favorite theory out of this? But thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you guys take care. See ya.